Great rising, beautiful beings. Great rising, beautiful beings. The ship. When you do that energetic cleanse, right? And your ship is sailing. What actually happens? Chaos. When your ship got a bunch of barnacles under the bottom. Got a bunch of lag, weighted down, and you finally cleanse and purge that ship. You finally do right by yourself, you do right by yourself, not by yourself, but for yourself. You do right for yourself. You do right by your nature. And when you do right by your nature, things start to happen. People start calling you out of the woodworks. Shit really start happening. People call you and say they just got in a crash. You ain't did nothing but cleanse your energy. People start calling you saying they just got fired. People start calling you out of the woodworks all the way from across the world. Just because you cleansed. Just because you started throwing shit off of your ship. People just start having massive heart attacks. Yeah, that part. When you work on your divine nature, when you become one with nature, it starts to stir up the pot. You start to disturb the equilibrium and everything that was tethering to you. You'll be amazed at how many people envy you or are jealous of you. See, I never was into that when I was young. When I started learning that people talked about envy, jealousy when I was young, I just stayed away from everybody. Like, woo, they got that fever. Envy fever, jealousy fever. What is that? Like, you could just be wearing some nice kicks and some nice jeans. Your mama paid $20 down the street to get your hair done, and all of a sudden a bitch jealous, a bitch mad. So I just stayed away from people. I ain't got time, right? So here we are in the adult world. And you're healing. You're aligning with your frequency. You dusting your shoulders off because ain't nobody dust your fucking back off. You had to dust yourself off. You had to pick yourself up. Then you start getting all these alarming phone calls. Then people you haven't talked to in years just started calling. But they not just calling. They sounded uneasy. They sounded disturbed. One guy called me. I said, hey, this you from California? Yeah, it's me. I said, oh, what you laying down? You sleep? You just woke up? Nah, I ain't sleep. He sounded like he was about to start crying. I said, well, I thought you had sent me to voicemail or blocked me. I wasn't able to call you for like a week. I wasn't able to call you for like a week. Like, what's happening? What's going on, right? Oh, everything fine. They still on their diet. They still on their lifestyle. But it's just interesting they call. That's a frequency. That's you having binding tethers. And this is no sexual binding. But this is you having binding tethers that connect to you. energetically. A lot of people are competing with you and you don't even know it. A lot of people are competing with you and you don't even know it. Hell, I just think we're not interested in being associates. So I leave them alone. Just like I was on the rooftop and the guy was taking a picture of me and he said, how can you be so happy and be so sad and miserable at the same time? I said, excuse me? Who gave you the impression that I was sad or miserable? He said, it doesn't make sense. You're always happy. Well, welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. So this ship, when you cleanse this ship,
it's your skin. I want to feel extra clean. Will it leave me stripped? I'm clean.
when you cleanse your temple, your spirit, you get in alignment. Your ship get lighter. Your ship get lighter. It's easier for you. You're able to go more nautical miles, right? You're able to go more nautical miles. You're able to save fuel. You're able to save energy. Yep. You're able to save fuel. You're able to save energy. You're sleeping better. You feel better. And truth be told, some was riding the hell out of me for some years. Waking up during the witching hours, can't go back to sleep, then gotta go to work. That's some rough shit. The alchemist. Why do I smile? Because it's alchemy. It protects my heart. It protects my soul. That's right. It protects my heart. It protects my soul. It protects my youthfulness. I'm an old lady by spirit, but it protects my youthfulness. There's a level of respect that I get from the people my age, especially from strangers that are my age, and I love every bit of it. I don't want them to look at me and be like, oh, we the same age. I don't give a fuck. Just respect me and I'll respect you. So, this ship is purging itself. Your ship is purging itself. All of a sudden, people crashing. All of a sudden, people dying. All of a sudden, people getting fired. All of a sudden, people coming out of the woodworks. That's life. That's life. And you just minding your business. You just minding your business. The world is a strange place. The world is a strange place. You hear me? The world is a strange place. And you'd be amazed. It was like I had to warn my mother too. I said, you know, grandmother old, but she keeps saying you be flying off at the mouth, using my name as a weapon against her actions towards you. Like, you do this for her, you do this for Skye, you do this for Skye. You ain't never did nothing for me. I said, man, keep my name out your mouth if you're using it to retaliate against my grandmother. And she was like, I ain't never said nothing like that. I ain't never did nothing like that. Let me find out. You're using my name to try to butter up your own situation. For real. Keep my name out your mouth. You know what I mean? You're not a child. Anyway. Yeah. Your ship is getting lighter. Your mood is getting lighter. Your love for yourself is getting lighter. You are an alchemist, and they can't take that away from you, okay? And believe me, when I say you keep motherfuckers busy, you keep motherfuckers busy. You ain't got to do no return to sender. You ain't got to knock a motherfucker down. You keep that motherfucker busy. You'll be amazed at what go on in this world. Just all of a sudden, you do right by your own nature, and the whole world shifts. The whole world shifts. So let's do a little tarot real quick. Let's see. Do right by yourself, and the whole world shifts. Something's about to change for the better for you. Just honor thyself. Honor thyself. Know thyself. Things will change for you, okay? When that ship get light, it's gonna seem a little weird. You might even be a little concerned. But it's gonna change for the better. Yep. It's gonna change for the better. Okay, Spirit. Let's see what's going on here. Anything you'd like to say about this ship? Yeah. You're about to take risk. You're about to receive the answers you needed. And you're about to be very adventurous. You're about to really get out. Okay? You're about to get out and explore. Things are really about to change for you. Okay? There's no more time to reminisce on the past. You lived, you learned. You took notes. Now you're about to start manifesting. Now you're about to start manifesting. They being rude now. Okay. You're about to start manifesting. Okay? You're about to start being adventurous. You're about to get out. You're about to start doing things you were supposed to do. You're about to start attracting what you need to attract. You are removing this toxic burden frequency away from you, and it's coming from a lot of places. You don't know how many people out there envy you and are jealous of you, wishing bad for your downfall. You probably didn't give them no pussy. You probably didn't give them no dick. Like, I don't know what the fuck the problem is. You probably just said something like, you could lose a few pounds, or you should do this, and then they just turned against you the rest of their life and became evil towards you, brought hate onto you. In the last video I spoke and I said clearly that the little light they have left, they're about to transfer it to you. The little light they have left, they're about to transfer it to you. They are going to be trapped in your web because you are making progress. They don't like the fact that you influence their nature. They don't know which route to take. They don't like the fact that you influence their nature. They don't know what route to take. They are really going to be trapped in your web. You're going to roll them up in a cocoon and save them for reserves. You hear me? They didn't know when to back down. They put all in. They use every egg in their basket. You hear me? Your ship is getting lighter. You're having more buoyancy. You're able to rise. Your nature is lifting. Okay? So, during your progress, you're going to influence a lot of people. Okay? And in that process, you're going to trap people who always had something against you. They have transferred their last bit of light to you. Yeah. No more time for flashbacks. Okay? No more time for reminiscing. They reminiscing. They giving you that energy. Don't take it as a threat. Don't take their evil eye as a threat. Take it as consideration. Take it as your abundance. Watch how you glow, knowing that a motherfucker just spent the last little light they had to envy or be jealous of you. It's going to help you manifest. It's going to bring you answers. And like I say, take that leap of faith, okay? It's a gamble. It's a process. Trials and tribulations. Trial and error. And it's going to be a roller coaster, okay? Believe me, it's going to be a roller coaster. Let's clear the air real quick. Ashe. Sorry about that. Grapefruit. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Anything else, spirit? Yes. You may be approaching an authority figure. You may become an authority figure. You're going to have some type of honest work, okay? It may be short-term honest work, okay? But you need it on your resume, okay? See, they wanted to limit you moving up. They wanted you to be in a limited mindset. Imagine that. I'm getting somebody to take a picture of me while I'm smiling. And they say, how can you be so happy even when you're miserable? Wait a minute. Who told you I was miserable? Who told you I was complaining about life? Where did you get that from? So you prejudged me and said, she's the most miserable person in the world. And she's faking a smile. When he should be learning. They literally, I mean literally, did not want you to move up. They wanted to limit, and don't worry about these rough nails, I gotta do them. I need a new drill. They wanted to limit you moving up, okay? They wanted you to miss so many opportunities. They wanted you to be stuck in your head. You hear me? They forgot you was an alchemist. You had many choices. Okay? They forgot that you was a jack of all trades. You knew how to make it work. It's time for you to start expressing yourself. Maybe through writing, through art. Maybe in the way you walk. Maybe in the way you talk. Maybe in the way you dress. They really wanted you to go through some type of up and down situation. But they didn't know you was the alchemist. They didn't know you was putting in that work and you was directing your frequency. They really thought that they was tethering you, manipulating you. They really thought they was fucking you over. They really thought that they was going to bring these fake ass relationships into your life, right? They really was coming towards you. I mean, they was literally coming towards you. But they didn't know you already set sail. They didn't know it, okay? You setting sail was the biggest protection in the world. You setting sail was the biggest protection in the world. You removing them barnacles from your vessel was the best thing in the world. You removing all those unknown entities was the best thing in the world. You ended it. Look at it. Look how it came out. The trapped. You ended the trap. They don't understand how you made so much progress. Fuck influencing somebody else. You influenced yourself to not give up. You paid attention to the signs. You shedded the old weight. And it has literally brought you a level of success. And then it saved face. You didn't even have to destroy nobody physically. You didn't even have to verbally attack them. They're gonna rear their ugly head anyway. You're about to go on a mass journey. So pay close attention, okay? You're about to go on a beautiful journey. Success came out again. The path you are on will bring you success and prosperity if you just keep going. Lots of little steps to take. You're a long way. You're on track. You may move to a new place for work or travel for work. Exploring the world gives you the experience you need. Get your passport and be ready. Be ready. You might even become an ambassador. You're going to be investing in something. Invest in your education. Make some big plans for your future. Take calculated risks, but save something to fall back on. Yeah. Spirit is definitely telling you to invest. You're cutting ties. Didn't I tell you your vessel and your ship is lighter now? It float up higher on the water. It's not submerged. Like they was really trying to take you down. They wanted your nose under the water. You hear me? Cutting ties. You may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. Something is about to shift in your life. People, places, things, jobs, careers, looking. Somebody looking at you. Somebody paying attention. It's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. There's somebody looking at you, and there's somebody looking at your work. They're observing everything you're doing. They're trying to figure out your connections. They're trying to figure out your connections. So yeah, when you start to cleanse, when you start to purge, motherfuckers start coming out the woodworks. All types of shit start happening. And don't get me wrong, there's a level where you could say, if they can't get me, they'll try to get to my people, or they'll try to get to people in my circle. But maybe you're clearing out loose ends. You're clearing out burdens. Timing. It's all the timing right now. It's all in the timing right now. Pull another card to see if you need to do it now. Wait a while. Direction. Your purpose is unfolding. Spiritual work. It's time. It's time, okay? ups and downs. It's time for you to go up spiritually. Okay? You've got the signs. You've got the synchronicities. Right now is the time to do as much spiritual development as possible. They did to my song. Motherfucker. Really? I mean, they control everything. Now is the time. Something literally just cut the Bluetooth off. Money matters. Money matters a lot now. Watch your expense and save up for the future. You need to be prepared for the unexpected. It's time. Money matters, okay? Innovation. It's time for you to start building. It's time for you to start getting strategic. It's time for you to save face. It's something about who you are. It's important that your image stay clean. Whoever you are, beautiful being, it's important that your image stay as clean as possible. Anything else, Spirit? I guess that's it. Direction came out again. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step, as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. Ashe. You are receiving gifts every day. You are receiving wisdom every day. And the more you reflect, and the more you just be, beautiful being, everything is in divine order. So yeah, they didn't quite sink your ship. They kind of helped you out. They helped you out. They helped you to grow. They helped you to blossom. They helped you to become one with nature. They helped you to believe in yourself. They helped you to love yourself. They helped you to go through the dark night of the soul. They did. They helped you to go through the dark night of the soul. There's some level of matrimony, some level of balance, some level of happy family. You're expecting to have a holistic happy family. Okay? While they're still confused, letting people squawk in their ear and confuse their life, while they still trying to be ganged up and target you. You the masseuse, you the magi, you the bruja, you're the one tapping into the ethers. You're the one who are tapping into nature. Nature chose you, baby. Your strength. They underestimated your strength, your powers, your discipline. They underestimated. They thought that they could play with you emotionally and financially. They was competing with you, but you was already the flame. You was already at the top. They think they want the light, but you was already the light. You already bared the light. They didn't know that was you. They didn't know that was a reflection of you in the sky. They didn't know it. And they just unstable spiritually. They didn't know you was a witch. They didn't know you was a wizard. They didn't know you was a warlock. They didn't know you was going to stand on your square. They didn't know that you was an alchemist working from your heart space. What is that word? Somebody was saying a word. I. Yes, I. When you say the word I, where do you get a sensation? When you say the word I, where do you get a sensation, right? Does it come up here? Does it come here? Does it come to your heart? Does it go to your yoni or your womb, your phallus, your solar plexus? When you say the word I, where do you feel the most vulnerable, the most magical? When I say the word I, it aligns right with my heart space. They not ready. Let's learn about this emperor playing the game. That might be you, male or female. Spirit, who is this emperor? Someone trying to figure out something. That's trying to find a way to get close and celebrate mentally. Someone who want to be a part of your world. They don't want you going through this heartache anymore. Ain't that something? When I said I, and it comes from the heart, right? It doesn't come from my third eye. It literally comes from the heart, the thymus gland, right? And you're nested, you're comfortable, and they need healing. This emperor needs healing. This emperor needs healing. Look at the water sign. Look at the 7 of Cups. They're all flipped over. They're not even being, the love essence, the flow is not even being utilized properly. They're entangled. You can have so many choices, you get stagnant. They want to become worldly. They want to become magic and mystical mentally, right? Tell me more about this emperor, Spirit. What's their zodiac sign? What is this emperor zodiac sign? Water sign. The stars got you aligned. You will never go through this again, and I mean never. You will never be out in the cold again. Your abundance. They have dominant earthly placements, but they may be a water sign. Can you give me one clarification? In reverse, these 2 cards came out again. 4 of Swords and 3 of Swords. Can you clarify the Emperor's zodiac sign? Spirit keep giving me multiple cards. These are multiple people. We got air and water here, and we got earth. Man, Spirit, one more time. I need 1 card. What sign is this Emperor? I need a card, Spirit. What sign is this Emperor? I don't know. They want a happy family. I know that. Okay, one last time. Oh, they keep giving me 3 cards. Ace of Swords, 3 of Cups, 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Now they an air sign. I guess Spirit just ain't gonna. Woo! 4 Wands. Somebody want to go on the journey with you. That's all I know. Somebody wants physical justice while they're hanging in there because their emotions are going down the drain. They're going through a lot. Anything else you want to say about this Emperor? Woo. Look how it shot out again. The Emperor and going down the drain, just hanging in there. They may be emotionally unstable. Woo. It came out again. What the heck? The stars got them aligned. For some reason, they had to go through this. Whoever your better half is, whoever your divine counterpart is, they had to go through this turmoil. They had to go through this pain. They had to go through this heartache so they can appreciate truth when it approaches them. So they can appreciate divine nature when it's near. Imagine having a drought for 3 months. All your plants dying, your well running dry, and you get that one thunderstorm that replenishes everything. You're going to start appreciating shit around here, aren't you? You're going to start appreciating nature, aren't you? That part. A lot of people take abundance for granted. You got so much of it, you just take it for granted. No different than playing the lottery. No different than playing the lottery. No different than having sex. Just because you got plenty of hoes, that don't mean you're supposed to have sex. You're supposed to have discipline. When you can't use that little Peter Weeder no more, you're going to value overworking yourself or being damaged for life, right? Anything else, Spirit? You're spiritually moving. You're emotionally moving. And you are playing chess with the moolah. You are playing chess with the moolah. You are transitioning, okay? Someone in your past may be transitioning as well. Someone in your past may be transitioning as well. Someone you know from your past may be transitioning as well. You're guarded. You are aware. Your discipline is paying off. You have people that want to reciprocate with you, okay? But you're holding back, okay? You've walked away because they don't resonate with your heart frequency. That part. They don't resonate with your heart frequency. They just like mischief. They just like madness. They want you to be spiritually. Oh, hey. I'm waving at the birds. Hi, y'all. Y'all just up there just looking. They want the spiritual mischief in your life. They want you to be down and out. There's somebody who really energetically want to be around you. Wow. The Tower came out because of this King of Wands. Something is happening. Tell me more about this King of Wands, Spirit. They're trying to convince you of your heart spiritually. They're trying to come in blind. Tell me more about this King of Wands. They admire your vision. They want to grow with you. That could be in Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. They want to celebrate with you. They want love with you. They know your abundance within your spirit is more valuable than any money. They see the value in you even if your bank balance don't add up to your spirit. They know. Yes, that's strange. This fire sign is coming towards you. I don't know who you are, but there's a fire sign coming towards you. There is a fire sign coming towards you. Anything else about... Wow. 8 of Cups in reverse. They want to be around your craft. They want to be around you happily. They want to meditate with you. They're not for the world. They are a thinker. They are a thinker. They want to embrace your gnosis with their gnosis. They want to embrace your gnosis with their gnosis. Your knowledge with their knowledge. Anything else about this fire sign? Wow, it came back out again. They might be heavenly sent. They got a lot of noise though. They got a lot of disturbances mentally. They're working on a few things because they want to work with you, okay, financially, okay? They definitely want to do some book shit with you. You got the Page of Wands here and you got the Page of Swords here. It's about intelligence. It's a level of intelligence that's coming towards you. That can even be your soul. That can be a part of your fire or essence that you've been missing. It doesn't have to really be a physical person. Tell me more, Spirit. Page of Cups. Why are all these pages coming out? This person want to work with you intellectually, sapiosexually. Let me find out you got a bookworm with a little finesse coming around you, honey. You got a little bookworm with a little finesse coming around, huh? King of Swords. Tell me about this King of Swords energy. Now, I say this is my spirit guide, okay? When he show up, I'm like, oh, Lord, who he trying to keep away? Tell me more about this King of Swords, Spirit. Tell me more about this Five of Pentacles. Spirit, that's too many parts. Tell me more about this Five of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Something about you being out in the cold is about to change. Whatever you was going through, the temptations, the devil, is about to change. You're spiritually about to receive judgment, okay? The world is definitely on your side. Be ready to travel, okay? You're about to receive some type of justice, clarity, okay? Any final word, Spirit, about this King of Swords? I know you learn. Oh, Lord. Let me see if any more cards fail. So let's see about this King of Swords. There's some type of heartache that's trying to be prevented with this travel. Something about this fire sign coming towards you. Something about they competing to get to your light. They're competing to get to your light. And the King of Pentacles came out. And the Four of Swords. Some level of comfort or leisure. Something about this air sign wants you to stay in some type of comfort or leisure. Okay? Shuffle these cards. Anything else, Spirit, about this air sign? They might even want your tower to fall. They are bringing misery with their company, okay? They're trying to prevent this rise, this elevation. They could even be a Sagittarius. But they're trying to prevent this Empress from revolving around the sun. Okay? But you have the better judgment, whoever you are, beautiful being. You have the better judgment, okay? You have the better judgment. Empress came out again. You can't make this shit up. Empress and Temperance came out again. Tell me more, Spirit. Let me make sure you card. What would you like to tell us about this Empress and this Temperance? Stay cloaked. Stay away. Don't allow nothing in your space. Just hang in there. Don't even allow the proposal of the Emperor in your space. None of them can be trusted. Don't even allow the proposal of the Emperor in your space. He's trying to cash out. What else, Spirit? It's a community of them, okay? The stars have you aligned with what you're supposed to do. And their decisions with your life is not it. Whoever these people that come into your life, they mean you no good. This proposal. What about this proposal? It keep coming out. They want you to know that the stars got you aligned for this. But that ain't what Spirit say. It's saying don't overthink it. What else, Spirit? You are protected. You have the strength. This is not an option. This is guaranteed. And it's spiritually divine. So you're at your own risk on that part, y'all. You're on your own risk on that part. I can't go any further, you know what I mean? But you got some proposals coming. You got some proposals coming. And it's not secret either. Somebody that approached you gonna tell somebody else they approached you. You're not gonna be a secret. You're not gonna be a secret. Okay. Where the crystals at? Yeah, let's use these for me. And then we'll do the crystals if I can find them. Spirit, tell me a little more. Tell me a little more about this ship that's setting sail. Sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out Someone is trying to figure you out. A fire sign, y'all. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Who the fuck is this fire sign? Challenges. This person may be bisexual. Make a decision, work on inner healing. This fire sign need healing. They are a narcissist. They are trying to manifest you. They'll be back. And it's focused around their health. You got a fire sign that's going to come back. Because their love spell did not work. They're going through some type of challenges. They don't want to date you. And there's an earth sign that's a spy. Hold on. Open your heart. There's an earth sign that want to date you, take you on a date night. But they're actually spying. They're prying. They're trying to figure out what you can tell them. Because they know watching you from social media is not enough. They know watching you get in your car every day and go to work is not enough. They know the little time they have with you at work is not enough. They know the little time that you have at the gym is not enough. They're ready to ask you out on a date so you can start to bring out your truths, your passions, anything else, spirit. They're spying on you through a date. Or maybe for somebody else. Somebody's taking a risk. Cycles. Somebody may win the lottery or win some type of gambling. They went through a low phase cycle, but now they're about to go through a high phase cycle. Somebody want to take you on a trip. Just be patient, okay? The liar. The one that's always lying want to take you on a date night, okay? So open up your heart. The one that lied about he had a boo thing. The one that lied about that he had an in-house pussy. That part. Yeah, he kept motherfuckers a secret. He wasn't a liar, or she wasn't a liar. He wasn't a liar, or she wasn't a liar. Oh my God, y'all! Look! Y'all thought I was lying. Look what's on my porch. And I haven't fed a single bird. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Last night I could not go to sleep. I kept talking about these birds. And it says backdoor camera. You cannot make this shit up. And there's one sitting right there. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. You cannot make this shit up. It triggered my camera. Damn, y'all see where I'm at and everything. You can't make this shit up. I told you, it's some divine intervention going on. I mean, I woke up out my sleep last night talking about birds. I woke up out my sleep talking about birds. And it appeared. A raven appeared on my porch. A crow, raven, they're the same. They're a little different, but they're the same. You cannot make this shit up. I don't know what to say. Y'all, I don't know what to say. Spirit, tell me more. Wow, let me screenshot it again. Wow. You can't make this shit up. I'm not gonna let that Alice Watt video make me feel like I wasn't getting it in. Alan Watt said, nah, motherfucker, you gonna make a part 2, a part 3, a part 4. You about to start rolling out that fucking frequency. Any final words, Spirit, before I go to the crystals? That almost brought me to tears. Air sign. You can't make it up. It's birds. You can't make it up. It's fucking birds, man. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You cannot make this shit up. Somebody from another dimension may be speaking to you, giving you signs, synchronicities. Something is happening. Hold on. How you record your screen? Okay. Okay. Let me go back a second. Hold on. I gotta record my screen real quick. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and it's tripping. Okay. 1 second, y'all. Okay. Look at the visitor. Look at the visitor, y'all. Look at the visitor. 31 minutes ago. And y'all thought I was joking. I've never, since I've been there, been aware of a bird on my screen at home. Synchronicity. Synchronicity. You can't make that shit up. Anything else you'd like to say about this air sign before I go to the crystal, Spirit? Gambling. I don't know. Problems with addictions or gambling, bad finances. Somebody in the spirit realm may be saying you need to quit gambling. Or maybe this air sign may live in a very popular gambling location. See, I quit using it just for addictions and conflict and stuff like that. I'm starting to think that this air sign may be near a gambling location. Anything else, Spirit? One final last card. I'm about to get off here. Have patience. Do not focus on the water sign. Allow this Mercury retrograde to go by, okay? It's a yes, okay? And they don't want intimacy, and they do want to communicate with you. They don't want intimacy, but they do want to communicate with you. Okay. So now let me see, can I find these crystals? This was a nice reading. This was a nice reading. I found the crystals. Yeah, something's about to change. I got 2 decks of those, but something's about to change financially. You're about to get some growth and potential. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Pure confirmation, y'all. I needed that. I needed that. I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning talking about birds and dragons. And a bird appeared. And a bird appeared on my doorstep. Spirit, anything. Morganite love. Wow. Somebody is about to get true love, maybe love within yourself. And you're about to attract that same frequency. If you love somebody, let them go. For if they return, they was always yours. You see how that bird showed up? If they was yours, if they was meant to connect with you, if they was meant to communicate with you, they was going to show up. If you love somebody, let them go. For if they return, they were always yours. If they don't, they never were. Love, Morganite. You might want to get you some Morganite. Anything else, Spirit? Dumarite. Wisdom. The fool don't think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. Pay attention to your experience wisdom, okay? You don't just want wisdom, you want to experience wisdom, okay? You don't want somebody just philosophizing with you all the time. You want somebody who can actually see that shit, been through that shit, and know how to done wore the t-shirt, right? Selenite, magic. Somebody needs some type of protection from magic. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Ashe. Somebody might need to do a love spell. Maybe you've been going through a lot of trials and tribulations, ups and downs with relationships because you're not protecting yourself for one. And you're not doing any magic to bring that shit in. Okay? Any final card, Spirit? We need one final card. If you would like a reading, by all means, check out the links in the description. Email me. Tanzanite. Possibility. There's a possibility that you need to do magic to get your love life right. Tanzanite possibility. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? You about to have some shit go down, boo. Some shit about to go down in your life that you never expected. People playing chestnut checkers around this bitch. Be ready or be square. Be ready, be square, okay? Be ready, be square. That was a beautiful reading, beautiful beings. It was a pleasure. Until next time, unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free. Mwah.